busy week like this as opposed to a veteran squad?
Yeah, I think we'll work really hard at trying to control some of that, but obviously we want them to be able to be involved with homecoming because that's really what it's all about, getting a chance to have that pride in your university. That's why they go out and compete every weekend is for the university. So we just have to do a good job of making sure they're getting enough sleep and making sure that when we're in the gym, the biggest focus is on the matches that we have this weekend. I think the part that, not worries me, but I think the part that we have to control the most is just the atmosphere. I think, on Tuesday, we didn't do a good job of enjoying our home crowd. I think we were a little bit nervous. Our young team was a little bit nervous in that situation, and we didn't really ever snap out of that. So my thing is more, how are we going to handle our crowd and feed off of our people as opposed to having that be go the other way for us. So, but our kids have talked about that, and hopefully, we can execute that, not just talk about it. So, but looking forward to that, and they know, they do a really good job of knowing the amount of sleep and things like that they need. They've had a tough road swing here and have had to work on that. So, hopefully, we'll be good to go. Actually, that was an error on our part. We had actually already subbed someone, and if you're going to sub more than one person in a set of plays, then you have to sub at the same time. So we should have called a double sub, and that was neglect on our part for forgetting that we had already made a sub. It was our mistake. So if you're going to sub two people, it's got to be two people going up at the same time, and you call that double sub. So yeah, thanks for pointing that out, Gerald. And it's a yellow card. It really doesn't, affect you unless obviously you do it again. Then it would.
Bobby, how special is this weekend for you? Since you've been a big part of this program as a player and assistant and head coach.
It's actually for our staff. We've talked about it a lot, and it's a pretty emotional weekend. Actually, I even get. But just you're right. We've been a part of this program for a long time, and I think the biggest part is there's obviously been a ton of success throughout the years, but it is really about the people and just being able to have some of these people come back and what the program's meant to them and what they've been able to go out and do after they leave here, I think is one of the things that we're most proud of. So it's pretty emotional actually, just to be able to be a part of it. There's just so much pride in our alumni in what our program did when they were here, what it continues to do. But it's like I've said many times, when we get together and talk, we're not going to be talking about the wins and the seasons. It's going to be about all the other special memories that we've had over that time. That's what comes to the forefront, and all the relationships that have been built over the years.
Looking at service